Hello everyone, it's Susan here. Welcome to my channel. So I'm excited today to announce that Helen of Moss Cottage and I are going to have another scripture journaling card type of collaboration through May on Thursdays. So this is the information. The hashtag is hashtag scripturecardstoshare. So we're really focusing on making some cards and all different kinds of cards. I'm going to share with you kind of the ones that we came up with. And they are to, leave different places that you go, whether it's a grocery store or maybe to a restaurant, or give them to people that you know, right? So that's what this is all about. So today, May 5th, is the announcement day. On May 12th, we're going to, on a book page or a Rolodex card, use a stamp, like an acrylic stamp or a rubber stamp, and to stamp an image. I'm trying to find something while I'm doing this. Oh, I lost it. I lost my index card. All right, let me grab one. Oh, I found it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so on a book page or a Rolodex card, use a rubber or acrylic stamp to add an image. It can be flowers, whatever you want, onto your page or your Rolodex card. And add some color to it. So you can use watercolor paints, acrylic paints, nail color 2s, your colored pencils, chalk pencils, whatever you want to do. Just add a little bit of color to give it a little pop, right, of some fun. And then you're going to add some faux stitching. So faux stitching is, where around the edge of your card, you're just going to go like the whole way around, and that's a faux, like faux stitching is what it is. I don't know that I said that right the first time, but faux stitching. Or you can take the card over to your sewing machine and sew it, right? And then of course we're adding a Bible verse. So what you would do is you would take your stamps, stamp on the card, whether you have a Rolodex card or a book page, and then you're going to add some color. It can be very abstract, even like this is right here. And then you can, and how I did this was I put down some watercolor and then I drew the flowers on there. So those are actually drawn, which you can do as well. Yeah, do your faux stitching or your real stitching around the edge and put a Bible verse on it. Now what you're going to have to do, so a book page of course is too flimsy, so you're going to want to maybe use another card, whether it's a tag that you have or some old packaging, just something to where you can back back up your page with something harder, so it's more substantial and it won't get ruined. Yep. So that is for Thursday, May 12th. Then on Thursday, May 19th, on an index card or a Project Life card, you can add some scrapbook paper, some painty paper, yeah, something like that. You can use if you so choose to. And yeah, so what you would do is, take, like this is a Project Life card, right? So it can be a plain card with just grid lines. It can, well, these are Tim Holtz cards, I think, but so like Project Life style cards where you could take and, like this one is pretty plain, and you could take some scrapbook paper and cover one side of it and put the verse on the other. And you can do the same with an index card, and you could use a bigger index card than this. This happened to be what I had. So you're going to add the scrapbook paper or painty paper on one side. Attach some ribbon, twine, lace, floss to create a dangle or a tassel, and add a Bible verse. So it can be something as simple as taking two pieces, maybe 3.5 inches each, of like a lace or trim, or even like a ribbon, and you can fold it in half, and then like to add it onto a card. You know what, I think I'm going to add it onto this because there's more color here. You'll be able to see it. So you can add that on your card to make like a little tassel. You can add a little bow. That one was a cloth bow. This one is wooden. I even have chipboard pieces. I have a cute little heart that has glitter on it. So it can be as easy as that to make, you know, a little dangle. Of course, if you're using something that has a hole in it, and you know, you can put a dangle through that, or just add a charm, you know, dangling from a piece of lace or something. And I just happened to see in my stash that I had like these cute little bobby pin type clips. Don't know where I got them. I have no idea, but I happen to have them. I figured I'd pull them out. Those would be fun to use. Even something like this, a little paper clip with some fabric on it, would be a lot of fun to use as well. So I did this card long ago, and yeah, so this is a stamped image with some watercolor on it on a Project Life card. Okay, so that's how you would do a dangle. I mean, you can get way more involved and, you know, do like a beautiful, beautiful tassel and have it hang and everything. You can do whatever you would like. So remember, these prompts are just prompts. They're there to help guide you. You can use them. You can use all of them, some of them, or you can use none of them. It's totally up to you. The goal of this is for us to walk away with different cards in our hands that we can leave places. Like what I always used to do was like in the diner that we would go to after church, and we would pay, you know, and either with the tip, leaving it on the table, you would leave a card. We used to call them tracts, or, you know, put it with where you're paying, that kind of thing. So you can do something like that. You can leave them in a grocery store, even in an aisle. You can hand them to the cashier when you're checking out. You know, there's just, at work, think about work, just leave them nonchalantly around, you know. And yeah, so just think of all the places that, you know, that you go to where you can leave these, or you give them to friends, hand them right to people, you know, that's up to you. Okay, so then now we do have a bonus prompt, which is really, really, really fun, so stay tuned for that. But the last Thursday, May 26th, on a postcard, this is a postcard, or a tag, and of course, you know, you can use any size tag. I happen to have this one. It's a little small, but it's also a good size because it would be easy to give to someone. I have something like this that I did back in 2016. My word was joy. So this is Nehemiah 8 verse chapter 8 verse 10. The joy of the Lord is our strength. That is actually also a really another good verse to use. And we have verses below. I'll have it in my description box that you can choose from, or you choose your own. But so this was an idea, and this is an example of the faux stitching around. And I actually did this with a stencil and then wrote on it. So that can be another kind of card. But on May 26th, on a postcard or tag, use an ombre effect with paint or color paper or with fabric. So you can take this and start like with a dark pink and go down lighter, 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 like with paint, or like I said, with fabric, or you can pull out scrapbook paper and glue it on, and you just start dark and end up light. That is what ombre is. Now, once you have that done, you can add some fun little, you know, lace to it, you know, or fibers. So fibers can be, you know, something like this is a lot of fun to add, you know, something catchy that would catch somebody's eye. And you'll add a focal point. So even when you are doing your prompt for the first week, where you're stamping and coloring, or you can do what I did here and put some color down and then draw, you know, you could, like, I could cut this flower out, or any of these flowers, and that could be a focal point on, you know, one of the cards that we're working on. Yeah, so add a focal point and a Bible verse. So that's the third week. The bonus prompt is super fun, and you can do this any week or not at all. Paint a small rock and add a Bible verse. Leave it somewhere for someone to find. So like at my house, out in front, I have this area, there's a tree, and there's a few rocks out there. I could leave it out there because people walk right past it. There's a sidewalk, literally right there. So someplace like that, or if you go for walks in woods or at parks or whatever you do, I don't know, you know, wherever you go, you could leave a little rock. You know, you go for a walk around the block, find a cute little spot to place a little rock that's painted up really fun and maybe bright, right, and happy, and they're going to pick it up and they're going to see a Bible verse on it. And so that is our bonus prompt. I'm so excited about that bonus prompt. If you'd like to join us, post a video on YouTube or on Instagram. Link Helen and my YouTube channel in your description box, or tag us on Instagram. Be a subscriber to both Helen and my channel. We will subscribe to yours, so we appreciate you subscribing to ours. Let one of us know that you will participate so that we can include your link in our description boxes. So say, I will participate on YouTube, or I will participate on Instagram, something like that. And we're going to all use hashtag scripture cards with an S, scripture cards to share. Oh, and I thought of another really fun idea is to use a playing card, because you could do the same thing. So, you know, think outside the box. I even have cards like this. Like I have some with butterflies and everything. Maybe Tim Holtz, I don't know where I got them, but and you can take your scrapbook paper, cover the one side, right? Cut it out. You could put the Bible verse here, and they would have a card. I mean, like, how fun is that? That's like a lot of fun. I'm sorry. I love that idea. And all of the Bible verses are here, which of course are the most important thing. But for sake of time, what I'll do is I'm just going to hold these up. You can take a screenshot, but of course they are listed below in the description box. So something like for the rock, if you wanted a short verse, you could do 1 Corinthians 16:14. Do everything in love. I mean, that's great, right? So, you know, the theme is more around love for the month of May, and it's more around we are making cards to share with others. And they can be all kinds of cards. Just because we have some listed, you know, whatever you want to use is absolutely fine. We just wanted to give ideas. That's what we wanted to do. So that's it. So comment below if you are interested in participating. You can still participate if you don't make videos or you don't post on Instagram. You can join us, you know, but if you are going to post on social media, on Instagram or YouTube, let us know in the comments below by saying, I will participate. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions. Alrighty, God bless. Bye-bye.